Pendleboard's an epoxy fiberglass surfboard with an inflatable nose section. It packs down really small for convenient transport and storage. It combines epoxy fiberglass and carbon fibre technology with PVC drop stitch technology to create a stable, high-performance stand-up paddleboard with unparalleled convenience. The sheer size of stand-up paddleboards has always been a problem when it comes to getting them to the beach and storing them at home. It prevents people from taking them on holidays and excludes a lot of people from the sport altogether.
The idea one day, I was using inflatable and EPS boards, and suddenly I sort of thought about the idea of combining the two technologies and putting the front inflatable and the rear end as an EPS board. I said if this was possible it would be great, but I immediately saw the challenge of building it. So I thought about it a little bit, then I said okay, let's go for it. Went to China and I did it.
Elle est pas mal, hein. Elle est fluide. Dès que tu arrives derrière, une super glisse.
The extra volume in the nose gives you a shorter, more manoeuvrable board.
There she goes, ready for the airport.
We have two sizes available while we're gearing up production, the 8.6 and the 9.6. But bear in mind, they're more stable than the equivalent fiberglass board, so our 8.6 is equivalent to a fiberglass 9.6.
The board is built just like a traditional surfboard, epoxy and EPS foam, but the front part is made of drop stitch like an inflatable board. So I'm combining PVC technology, drop stitch, plus EPS and epoxy fiberglass. I'm using some carbon on the rails, and the connecting these two things together was very complicated, and that took some time. But now it's really strong, the connection is good, and you can barely feel the flexibility. Once you take away, for example, you go to the back of the board and you're really just standing on the rigid part. And the inflatable part is actually out of the water, and the rails are around anyway, even if it was an EPS board, and you can really surf the wave just as good as if you're using a full EPS board.
The Pendleboard is perfect for the big portion of customers who want to learn SUP on an easy, stable board, but who would also like to ride a wave one day. No longer do they have to choose between convenience or performance. With the Pendleboard, they get both. It comes complete in a quality travel bag with a 3-piece adjustable carbon paddle, FCS fins and a high volume pump.
So for schools, for example, I didn't really realise how they found it a good idea, because they can deflate the boards very quickly and inflate them very quickly, pack them and put them in the van to move around with their students. And also for safety, for example, they can be quite a few on the spot. Even if they hit each other, they don't really hurt their ankles. Sometimes that happens. Also at the front of the board is very resistant. Where you start giving some big, with your paddle, you can really damage easily an EPS board, where there it just bounces off. It's very good. And you can also, of course, surf. So the guys can have a very compact board that can surf waves and be safe, don't hurt yourself, so there's a lot of advantages. So for traveling, I've been taking the plane quite a bit, the taxi, taking the underground. I've been in Hong Kong with the board everywhere, and so I just take the plane, don't pay any excess, take the taxi, just fits in the trunk. It's like a life-changing situation compared to when you sort of move around with the normal stuff. I'm lucky to have the experience of like 15 years of building kites. And the factory where I build kites, they're fully backing me up for this project. So we are setting up the production so we can really build something really nice. We have all the laser cut machines and all the technology we need to really make a high precision, good quality board. The feeling I have is just like the beginning of kiteboarding, where we were like 4, 5, 6 people kiteboarding in the world, and we launched the first brand Whippica. And we thought maybe this sport is going to become big. Well, I think this innovation feels a bit the same, where a lot of people are telling me, well, I don't want to do stand-up paddle, it's too big, do this and do that. Well, and when they see the board, they say, well, this is a solution I want, so it's very exciting. We'll see how it goes.
We're currently establishing our international dealer network and gearing up production. If you would like to take part in the dealer network, please fill in the registration form on your invitation email or contact us at sales@pendleboard.com.